Hello, welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to be talking about a new challenger on the block called Taxdome. You see, recently, my practice has just had to move away from its practice management solution. After a long time with them and absolutely loving them, they caused a bit of an issue, and publicly, I did say goodbye to them, as shown here.
I got a message from a client confused and upset because they weren't able to access our online portal. Now, for us, our online portal is huge. We put everything through there. We let our clients sign their accounts. We let our clients go and update their information. We let our clients go and collect their post if they got registered office with us. They can see deadlines, reminders, and everything. Our portal's just integral to it. And the reason that we couldn't get access to, or that our client wasn't able to, we thought it was just going to be a, one of those easy fixes or just
user error.
Yeah. But we looked at it, and through, some technical issue somewhere, we weren't, or that portal was completely and utterly inaccessible. Now, in fairness to the software provider, so it was accounting manager, I jumped on their support network, and they got back to me pretty promptly. About 12:30, it was about 1 o'clock when they got back to me, and they said, yeah, they'll look into it. The bit that really kind of nail in the thing for myself was at 4:30 they downed tools, and just that was it. Not even an update of where they were with it. It was down tools and they walked off. Yeah, maybe my expectations were too high with something as mission critical as this. But for me, not being able to service your clients is quite mission critical. So yeah, and yeah, they've no further real response from them to this point to kind of reach out or anything to what's happened. So we'll see, but it's a shame. It really is a shame, but yeah.
So there's me now looking for a new practice management. And if you are owner of an accounting firm and you don't have a practice management solution, shame on you. It's so important. It's really important to get yourself that practice management solution so that you can sleep at night knowing that you are keeping all your clients' compliance issues up to date. And there's a lot of practice management solutions on the market, but we're going to have a look at a new challenger on the block named Taxdome. And we're going to have a look at them and see if they're going to be worthwhile or not. So join us and we'll see if this particular solution is right for you and your practice. Hello, my name is Owen Patrick. I am a chartered accountant, a certified UK trainer of fancy new logo, that QuickBooks Chap on the internet, head of accounts here at Boffix, and also your friendly podcaster who goes live each and every Monday morning at 8:30 AM for Ask the Accountant. Now, in today's video, we're talking about practice management, and we're going to just deep dive and have a look at a new challenger that's appeared called Taxdome and see if it's going to be worth our while. Now, what do I look for in a good practice management solution? Well, it needs to be able to make sure that we can run tasks and keep on top of them. The primary function is to make sure it's able to be able to complete that compliance section for you and your client. The most important thing it can do is ensure that you are able to sleep at night and be able to make sure that all those compliance issues are completed. It'd be really nice if you had some sort of interaction with the client, maybe automation, and a lot of practice managements these days are looking to incorporate emails as well. Now, I'm not as fussed about the email solution. I have that absolutely nailed, but it'll be always worthwhile having a look at that. So let's go and have a look and see if Taxdome is right for us. So here is Taxdome. Easy, welcome to Taxdome, you can see. And they offer a personalised onboarding plan, which, trust me, when you're moving to your first ever practice management solution or you're moving from another one, getting that personalised plan is going to be worthwhile. There's loads of training videos, which is great to see. A nice little onboarding checklist. Yes, we love a good checklist. And some good old Taxdome support, so you can book an onboarding, you can see some product webinars. There's a Taxdome Academy, some YouTube videos, and some Taxdome services. Right, okay, awesome. So let's get in there then. Okay then, so as soon as I get in there, this is what I get to see. I get to see the insights page, which includes what my overdue approaching deadline is going to be, total, pending activity with invoicing, organising, any signatures are outstanding. So straight away I can see how my business is going. Next to that is an inbox. I'm not synced an email account to this at this point in time, but it does mean I can sync that. And that has become more and more popular for Practice Manager. Again, for our practice, we're already using HubSpot, so we've already got our emailing down to a T. But if you don't have any solution like that, do make sure you stay away from relying on things like Outlook and Gmail, because when you look at a collaborative experience, then this is where it's going to get better. Then we have the opportunity to look at the calendar. I actually really like this. So the fact I have this calendar, that means I can go and have a look and see when all my deadlines are going to be in a calendar format, actually appeals to me quite a lot. Workflow. Now this is where we get the opportunity to really look into some advanced automation by the looks of it. So if I say QuickBooks Chap as a new pipeline name, I can say that then when is it going to, where my jobs are going to be. I can look at default, or I can create a new job template here. So I could say file account, and I could add file account as a shortcode. I can say who's it signed to, what the priority would be, and I can save and exit there. So what that means is that when I'm in my pipeline and my workflow and I look at my pipeline, I can say the QuickBooks Chap is available to people like that, and I can say default job templates, that one, and I can use all these fields as well if I need to, and I can add them in there. So the stage at the moment, the first stage can't have conditions, but your next stage though, you can start adding automations. So maybe it's apply folder template, update accounts tag, send invoice, create task, create job, add wiki page. So they're the sort of things that this is where this becomes so much more powerful, because you can automate your jobs. That means that if you have a nice little onboarding process, or a process of taking on a client for the first time, or maybe it's going to be filing a set of accounts or something, you can set it to automate from there. And a great bit of automation you could bring in is that the second that you've actually filed your accounts onto Companies House, for example, you can set this to automatically go and email that particular client and say, by the way, everything's safe and sound, we've just filed it. So the way I'm seeing workflow here is basically my task management area. So I can go in there, see what jobs, what maybe tasks I've got, when the job recurrences are going to appear, and I can keep on top of them just from this area. Client is going to be what you expect, so this is where you would have a brand new client in here. So let's call it Ask the Accountant. You could create some tags for them as well, so it's easy to find. You can say if it's an individual or company, in this case it's a company. You can set up the folder template. And I know they're looking at a certain time to bring in the fact that you have an integration to Companies House as well. And it also gives them the opportunity to log in there. Now that is one of the crucial bits of any practice management solution in my eyes. Without a client portal, there's just no way you can bring that in. So I can even log in as account, and that means that I can see exactly what they can see. Now this is really powerful, because the amount of times that a client has asked me, how do I do X, Y, Z, and I've not been able to be able to tell them because I don't have access to it, means it's difficult to kind of see. And there's also a mobile app as well. What we can see here, though, as I go back to Ask the Accountant, is their dashboard, or overview as they're calling it. So we've got documents, and we can see any documents there, so we can quickly go in and see anything that's there. I can create and upload documents directly from here. Nicely split out for me. One of the last solutions we were with didn't be able to set you up a document folder structure like this. Absolutely loving that. We can see tasks, emails, jobs, chats, unpaid invoices, time tracking. We go to info page, that's got the information. So now I've had an email come through saying that I'm available to activate my account, so I can activate that. So here I am as the client. So from here I've got opportunities to go in and see documents and look at that. And the bit that I do like is this chat option. So when are my accounts due? And I could create the chat, and then basically that chat, then if I go back over here, I can look at communication, and you'll see, oh, where are my accounts due? And I can say 31st of Jan. And so on and so forth. And then I can have that easy conversation with a client, not having to do emails or anything. It's straight within there. Just helps them. Organisers, invoices, contacts, contracts. So that's the clients area. As you can see, it makes sense that you have the opportunity to kind of see that wonderful view here. Really like this for each individual client. That's going to be perfect for making sure you're on top of it. I would like to see again in the client area a place just to say what your tasks are going to be, you know, a few tick boxes. Yeah, I'm doing accounts, I'm doing tax returns, I'm doing, you know, bookkeeping for these, so make it easier. But at the moment that's not there. So let's have a look what else we've got. We've got documents, where we can just go in and look at those documents area. Our wiki page, so that then you can refer your clients and say, look, struggling to get that payment there? Well, here's a wiki page where we can help you out on that, and that's then something you could use to be able to send to the client nice and easy. Loving that. Invoices, you get the opportunity to create your first invoice, and we could say it's for Ask the Accountant, it's 1001, and then you can put line items in as well. Accounts, it's £150, and then you can, you know, put that information in there, create it, and that invoice can be basically available for the client. And I believe if I jump into the client area and go home, I even get to see the outstanding balance there. We love that. That is really, really nice. It's actually a feature I requested on the last piece of practice management solution that just got ignored. So it's nice to see that that's there and being looked at. So that's great. I'm loving that completely. From a settings point of view, this is where we can see everything that's there. We can look at our notifications, personal details, firm setting wise. This is why that front page didn't look too good at the moment, because there wasn't any of this here. But you can put a lot more information on there. Even custom domain as well, which we love to see. Two-factor authentication, looking at your invoicing. Editor access, so you can set up the landing page for you, which we like. Teams and plans, so you can see how many team members you've got. Integrations, here we go. So providers, we've got Stripe for making payments, and then here's the one we want, QuickBooks. So we could connect it to QuickBooks, we could sync only accounts, invoices, or payments, sync all accounts. If I was to continue this, now this is a fast and easy way to get your client into your software the first time, because I'm at the moment syncing my services over. There's one here. Ask the Accountant's not there, so what do I do with that one? Create new customer in QuickBooks. Yes, that's what I want you to do. Submit. So now it's going to create that customer directly there. That's going to make my life easier. Apart from that though, everything else, no sync errors. We're liking that. So you can see there is an option to update a company's house well, which is going to be great. It's a bit strange at the moment that you've kind of got to manually add all of these these fields in, but hopefully that's something that will be fixed within time. Zapier's there as well, so if you really want to go into integration options, there's an option there. Scheduler options, Calendly, uBook, all those sort of ones. Tax programs as well. You've got CCH, Intuit Pro Tax there, Zero's there, so you'll be able to bring them in. IRS for now, but HMRC I no doubt will come at some point. You can create new tags, some new templates. So task template, jobs, the organization folders, some pipeline options there. You can then edit your site settings just here. Custom fields, and you can create accounts and contacts ones. And then copy from QuickBooks your services. So you can just bring them all in, bring them in like that, easy as pie. And then finally, you've got your new bar. So just by pressing this new button up here, you can create an account, or you can put a new document in. So you can bring in a document directly, or find a folder or a page. You can chat easily, invoice, note, time and entry. And there's a whole time entry element to it as well. That you can click on Ask the Accountant and put some time into there as well. And, you know, whatever the rate's going to be. And it actually has a timer. And you can actually create that timer going forward in there. So my overall impressions then. First of all, very powerful little solution, this one. I'm absolutely loving the fact that you've got so much opportunity here to really build more than just a practice management solution, but a whole area that your clients are going to love in terms of that portal. I feel like if you have the time and the energy to be able to go and create this from scratch, you're going to absolutely love it. For me, without doing that, you're going to really hinder the use of it. So my recommendation is definitely take up on their offer of being able to go and do that onboarding exercise with them, because I feel like that onboarding side of thing is the best way to get the most out of it. I feel like once you've got it all set up though, again, a few tweaks will be needed. I do really wish there was an opportunity to go in and just under a client, just literally select what services you have straight out the bat. I'm more than certain that once you've got the opportunity to have that onboarding, then you're going to have a chance to bring that in, so that'll be good to see. I love that little dashboard area. I think that's absolutely brilliant. I think that's what every practice management solution should give you, just that nice visual way of looking at things, so that maybe a client phones you up, you go to their page, you can see straight away, oh look, here are the documents we've got there, they're the tasks that are outstanding, oh look, this was the last time I had a chat with them, and I can probably pick up straight away where their issues are and sort them out straight away. So loving that completely. I think the client dashboard is really powerful, far more powerful than the last solution I was with, which is good to see. A lot more options here. One thing it probably is missing, again, this is probably going to come into play when you start doing that onboarding, but at the moment it's not telling my client what the deadlines are and when they are. I think organisers is supposed to be that area. It's just, again, because it's not been set up, it's not quite got that opportunity to bring it in. But yeah, this is a really powerful solution. The best way for you to get your hands on this is to get over to the Taxdome website. So you head over to those guys. This is your all-in-one platform for tax, bookkeeping and accounting firm. A simple, powerful workspace to manage your practice, clients, jobs, documents, teams and more. Loving the fact that they've got the integration with QuickBooks. That is perfect. You can see here that automation there that I think, for me, is the most powerful bit. You've got the opportunity to see request files. Their integration is a strong start. There's definitely going to be better integrations or stronger integrations for them in the future, which is what we want to see. The fact QuickBooks is there from day one. Thank you. That's always good to see. And actually that helps that onboarding process, right? As client portal, that the idea that you have a client portal that you can have a chat with your client, and there's an app as well. Absolutely love. What do you guys think? I'd love to know your opinions down below, what you think of this particular solution. And again, if you want to learn more about them, then do head over to the Taxdome website. And from there, you're going to be able to have an opportunity to have a nice little trial as well to figure out exactly how that's going to work for you. And you'll be able to bring that information directly in. So if you have any questions, don't forget to let us know below, or shoot them directly over to Taxdome themselves. But yeah, thank you Taxdome for letting us have a look at your piece of software, and we'll definitely be considering it for the future. My name's been Aaron Patrick. This video has been all about making sure that you know that practice management solution is an essential part to your practice. And here's a solution that might well be the right fit for you. My name is Aaron Patrick. This video has been a pleasure to do for you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.